Hey everyone, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing like a life update, but also gonna be talking about my fall favorites. We'll start with the life update. I haven't been active on YouTube or Instagram in like a month or two. I was working like 50 hours a week at work again for like a month, so I haven't really had like the energy for social media. And also, for a couple weeks, I wasn't really reading anything either, so I didn't have anything to talk about anyways. However, last week, I got 4 days off of work, and, like, my reading mood was at an all-time high, and I read, like, 7 books in 4 days. It was awesome. Right now, I am currently on a 10-day vacation because I got my wisdom teeth out 3 days ago, and so today's Saturday. I don't have to be at work for another week. At first, I was upset about it. Don't ask me why. But now I'm like, you know, I need this. I need a week off. It'll be good for me, and I'm going to enjoy it. I don't know if I'm going to read that much just because, like, the first few days I haven't really felt like it, but that's probably because I've been in pain. I'm going to try to read a little bit more. I'm probably going to pre-film a bunch of videos because, like, I have loads of time now. And, yeah, so I don't know what the plan is, but that's kind of where I've been. I've been good. Just tired. That's it. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to be talking about my fall favorites, which I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me that I'm talking about my fall favorites with a Christmas tree behind me. I'm in my sister's room because I have to sleep in here for a couple days because my mom doesn't want me going up and down the stairs, which I'm not mad about because this lighting is awesome. But she's like super into Christmas right now, like she's just in the mood already, and so she's got her whole bedroom decked out. But anyways, I'm gonna start talking about my fall favorites. I didn't do a favorites video for September or October. Like I had started doing like monthly favorite videos, but I didn't do them. So if you haven't been on my channel before, I started doing a monthly favorites in June. You know, I didn't do one for August either. I got a lot to cover. Anyways, I started doing monthly favorites where I talk about my favorite music that I listened to that month, favorite movies or TV shows that I watched that month, favorite books that I've read that month. We're going to start with music. I always start with music first. Music is one of the biggest parts of my life. I'm always listening to music. Like, even if I'm just going to the bathroom, like, I'm picking a song to listen to. First one that I want to talk about is the song Cherry Wine by Hozier. I think that's how you pronounce it. Don't really know. Don't really care to figure it out. I can't remember if I talked about this in one of my last favorites videos. I don't remember, like, when I discovered this song. It's, like, a slower acoustic song, and it's supposed to be about, like, toxic relationship, I think, or, like, an abusive relationship. But yeah, I really like that song. It's a good one. So the next thing that I want to talk about for music is Chase Hudson's album. I talked about him in, I think, my July favorites. I just mentioned one of his songs. He's like TikTok famous, and he had a couple songs out, but in September he released a whole album. The album as a whole is pretty good, I guess, but I'm only into like 3 of the songs. First song of his that I ever heard sounded like punk rock, and that's like why I like it so much. And so like the rest of his songs don't sound like that, so I'm like, what the heck? Way to be inconsistent. But Headlock is good. Like, it sounds more punk rock than the rest of them. I like How It Ends. That one's a good one. I don't actually know what the album is called. I think it's like Teenage Heartbreak or something. So in, I want to say July, or maybe it was August, I discovered this like indie pop band called Cigarettes After Sex. It says that they're known for their dreamlike musical style, lyrics often based on themes of romance and love. One of my favorite songs of theirs is Heavenly. Sunsets is another good one. Affection. I'm moving on to movies and TV. I don't watch a whole lot of TV, and if I do end up watching TV, I usually end up watching something that I've already seen before. I watched American Horror Story in July, and then I really sat here like 2 weeks ago and rewatched it. So American Horror Story is something that I watched that I really love. So that's the only TV show that I have on this list, and I only have one movie on this list as well. I watched Then Came You. It's on Netflix if you want to check it out. It's about this boy who is a hypochondriac, which is a person who's like very like obsessively concerned with their health. But he becomes friends with a girl who is terminally ill. So kind of like The Fault in Our Stars type of situation. They're romanticizing sickness. It was a decent movie. Like, I thought it was kind of cheesy, but like the ending, I was crying for like 20 minutes at the end. Yeah, it was pretty good, but it was a little weird. So now I'm going to move on to the books that I want to talk about. 3 of these books I've read. The other one I have not read yet. The first one is Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. I read this at the beginning of October. It's a graphic novel about 2 friends who work at a pumpkin patch together seasonally. And it takes place on their last day of their last year working at this pumpkin patch. It was really cute. I really liked it. I really liked the art style. The second one is Heartstopper by Alice Oseman, like the whole like series that's out so far. I haven't read the 4th one. I don't think it's out in America. Like, I know it's out in Europe. I read the first one last year, and then I got the next ones, but I haven't read them until now. But I read them like a week ago, and I really, really, really enjoyed them. I think the second one is my most favorite. The 3rd one is my second favorite. The first one's my least favorite. The next book that I want to talk about is The Other People by C.J. Tudor. I read this one in October. It's like a thriller mystery. This guy's driving home from work and he sees his daughter in the back of the car that's driving in front of him. And then the police contact him and they're like, oh, your wife and daughter are dead. But like, how can his daughter be dead if he just saw her in the back of this car? So like, he spends the next few years of his life searching for his daughter. But it's also about this woman who is on the run with her daughter because she knows what happens to this guy's family. But, like, if anybody ever found out, then the people who did it are gonna, like, go after her and her daughter. So it's, like, this whole big, like, web of craziness. I thought it was decent. Like, I gave it 3 stars. It was super, super predictable, but it was still very entertaining. And the last book that I'm going to talk about is Shiver by Junji Ito. It's a horror manga. It's a collection of short stories. I haven't read this one yet, but I just got it from the bookstore. So, like, I'm very excited to read it. It's like I'm including this because it's, like, one of my favorite books that I've purchased during the fall, which I haven't purchased that many books in a couple months, and I'm kind of proud of myself for that, but this is definitely like my favorite one that I've bought so far. So those were all of the music, movies, books that I want to talk about. I probably should stop talking now because I've been talking for about 20 minutes and my jaw kind of hurts now. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. I will have my Instagram linked in the description. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day and I will see you in the next video. Bye. It kind of hurts to smile.